Okay, so we just finished the pop-up that I almost didn't do because I didn't really have the time to do it. I had like no sleep and no preparation. Like, they say pack the car the night before and basically have your shit together. Didn't have any of that, but we try to keep it simple this time with just clothes and shoes. No jewelry, no like pens, no collectibles, no knickknacks. So straight clothes and shoes. So I will say the setup was a lot faster. Um, uh, is it worth doing the pop-up? What I will say is know your shoppers, know your area. Just try to research as much as you can ahead of time. So this one, the only reason why I did it is because I already paid for it before I had my first one, and I learned so much from my first pop-up. Like, I probably don't want to do any more outside pop-ups that require using tents, because I live in Florida and there's always a 50% chance of rain, and the first one sucked so bad there was no people shopping, it was windy, it was like hurricane season, winds were kicking, my table literally flipped, shit was breaking, it was just annoying. I think I did make a little bit of profit, but like nothing that makes it well worth the trip. Yeah, because it was a little outside of town and everything, so it was brutal. This time around we were inside. We got 2 booths, 2 spaces, and our location of where our booth was not great. We're in the back corner. I think a lot of people avoided coming over there just because on the other side there was just a lot more to see. There was nothing directing traffic into the inside building because, I don't know why, but there were hundreds of tents outside, and so maybe we got missed a lot. I did have good traffic compared to everybody else that was in my area. There were like crafters and stuff like that. So the name of this market was Where I Live Flea, like the county flea market, no, or something like that. Anyway, so presumably you'd have people there selling like used things and like kind of like a yard sale situation, and then your crafters there. Not normally, I guess, or typically there to shop for vintage clothes and stuff like that. They're there just to get a good deal on everyday things, I think. They're just like odds and ends kind of things. That's what I assume. Anyway, so I did not know my shopper ahead of time. I don't think this is really like the space for my niche, but I did do more than breaking even, so I guess it's a win. And then learning all the things and that come along with doing things for the first time is worth it, and passing along the information to other people, because I love learning from other people's mistakes, and I try not to do the same thing. So anyway, the biggest takeaway I would say is even if you're OG pop-up market seller or a new one, if at all possible and you have somebody else with you that is able to watch your shop for a little bit, I would recommend, if you only have one chance throughout the day, during the last hour, do a once around, and go visit the other vendors, see what's out there, see how they have things set up, take note of what you like and what you could improve upon, in your setting. You know, look at their signage, look at their prices, look at, you know, how many people are in their booth, look at how the layout is. You know, it's easy to get in and out and stuff like that. But for me, my biggest takeaway today, and it's funny, even though I was there to sell my merchandise, my vintage clothing, the thing that I was the most happy with today was when I did my once around and I stopped by a booth where I saw signs that said all clothes $1. In fact, it was all shoes $1 too. And these happen to be exactly what I sell and what I've been doing really good at. So I checked with the seller. I was like, are you sure this is $1? Like, I mean, I'm not trying to get her to change her mind or anything, but like, I just was a little bit confused. And I was like, okay, well, maybe because it's the end of the day and she just doesn't want to carry this stuff back home. I mean, we're talking about legit stuff, and I'll show it to you later. I will put a picture of it here and here and maybe here and here, because I got 20 items. I spent $20 and it's gonna do great. Like, I'm definitely gonna make more than 10 times my money on that. So I feel like I didn't necessarily make the money I wanted to make selling my items, but I know I'm going to make the money off the things that I got from that other booth. So I guess at the end of the day, another tip would be, if you're just a shopper of these pop-up markets, go later in the day if you're really wanting to get good deals. Obviously, you know, if you want to try to get the really cool things and, you know, popular things, you'll want to be there first to do that, but you're also going to pay a premium for that. And if you go at the end of the day, obviously the pickings are slim, but you might just end up with 20 things like I did for $20, and I'm just ecstatic about it. It's kind of making me think about when I got that storage unit for, what, 10 or 20 bucks, and I've made like $500 on it so far. So there's an update about that. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go look at my other videos where I had the 2 Coogie sweaters and just made a killing on the storage unit. I know that's beginner's luck, I'm sure, but I think it would be fun to do another one of those. Anyhow, it's completely kicked my ass again. This time I didn't have any sleep, or like I said, I wasn't prepared, so everything was rush, and oh God, it was so disorganized rather. So that was also a little frustrating, but my motto lately is nothing bothers me. I'm not fazed by this small shit. I'm just, you know, keep on keeping on, right? Keep moving. Nobody's hurt. Nobody's, you know, just don't make a big deal out of small things. If you have any questions, drop them down below. Please subscribe, like, share, and good luck. Thanks for watching.